61% of people doing outbound consider lead generation as their biggest challenge. But what if you had the tools that could dramatically increase your chances of finding thousands of qualified leads? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to share the best lead generation tools for cold email. I'll share tools to find leads, tools to scrape and validate them, and tools to contact them, so that by the end of this video you'll be fully prepared to find, reach out to, and sign new clients. Let's start with finding leads. Apollo.io is one of the most popular tools when it comes to lead generation. It's a huge B2B lead database. Apollo's advantage is in its filters. You can get super specific and filter out anyone that doesn't match your ICP. Amongst all the regular filters, it also has filters for job postings, funding, revenue, and even technologies that your lead could be using. Once you do find your ideal leads and export them, you'll notice that Apollo includes so much data that you could use to build your outreach messages. You get your lead's LinkedIn profile URL, website, everything you would ever need to personalize a message. The only problem with Apollo is that it might be a little overwhelming for anyone starting out. You can get lost between all the filters and their functions. And even though Apollo has over 200 million leads, it might not have something specific you're looking for. Because it has a free plan and starts at $59 a month on its premium plan, I give it a 7 out of 10. LinkedIn Sales Navigator is an amazing alternative to Apollo.io. It's simply an advanced search to find anyone on LinkedIn, anyone from plumbers to AI specialists. It's similar to Apollo, so its best feature is also the filters. This is where you should spend the most time nailing down everything to get the best results possible. Why you may choose this over Apollo is because you can use LinkedIn itself to reach out to people. But just like Apollo, it can also be a little overwhelming. Also, if you don't know specific keywords or the exact information about the lead you're searching for, you might not get great results. And if you're using LinkedIn to reach out, you will run into LinkedIn's limitations relatively quickly. Sales Navigator has a 3-month trial, but after that it costs a bit more than Apollo, around $80 per month. Even if you use both of these platforms, you might not find your ideal leads. That's when you have to resort to other places where you can find leads. That could be Google Maps, Product Hunt, Facebook groups, or literally any place where your leads hang out. Only problem though is that those places aren't designed as lead databases. That's why you need to find a way to scrape all of those leads. That's where Instant Data Scraper comes in. Instant Data Scraper is a Chrome extension that allows you to extract any data from any website. It's relatively easy to use. You just need to pick a table with the data you want to scrape. The best features of Instant Data Scraper are Locate the Next button and Infinite Scroll. One allows you to automate the scraping by clicking the next page buttons, and the Infinite Scroll allows you to scroll infinitely. The only cons I can think of is that sometimes the websites you're scraping change the location of the next button, and Instant Data Scraper can't deal with that. But all of it can be automated with apps like Minnie Mouse macros, so it's not a big deal. Best part is that it costs a whopping 0 schmuckaroonies a month, so it's definitely worth a try. Now, whether you scrape or buy your leads, it doesn't matter. You still have to validate them. Otherwise, you'll be reaching out to inactive inboxes, increasing your bounce rate and destroying your reputation. You definitely don't want that to happen. I personally validate my leads right before sending in Salesforce, but if you're not using Salesforce, Bulk Email Checker is another good alternative. It's an email validation tool that lets you upload lists of leads and verify them. It accepts Excel or CSV files, and once it's done validating, you can see all the results as well as export any leads you want. The ones that have passed the check, catch all, failed ones, or all of them. The only drawback of this program is that it can be slow if you don't pay extra validation credits, but if you're not in a rush, that's actually an advantage. Bulk Email Checker has the cheapest prices between other similar tools I compared, together with the best results. Before I show you the tools that you can use to reach out to the leads you just got, drop a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and comment anything else you'd like to see on the channel. Before we can reach out to any leads, we have to set up our mailboxes. Most of the time it's an expensive and tedious process, but to avoid that, we'll be using MailForge. Mailforge is a cold email infrastructure tool that helps you create and set up hundreds of domains and mailboxes in minutes. Unlike other methods, Mailforge does all the heavy lifting for you and sets up DNS records automatically. That means you don't need to hear about SPF, DMARC, DKIM ever again. The domain names can be generated automatically, the mailbox names can be generated automatically, making your setup faster than ever. The only con of Mailforge is that its users use a shared IP, similarly to how Gmail and Outlook works. So if you want to scale and have a private infrastructure with a dedicated IP address, I'd suggest looking at InfraForge. Mailforge slashes the prices of other providers like Gmail. Pricing is $3 and as low as $1.67 per mailbox. Once you have your mailboxes ready, Salesforce should be your go-to platform to start sending cold emails. And I might be biased, but I used Salesforce before I even started working here, so. Salesforce is one of the first cold email platforms that uses AI to programmatically send unique and personalized emails at scale in any language. It uses information like your product details and LinkedIn or website data about your lead to create unique and personalized emails for each recipient. Even if you don't want to use that feature for some reason, Salesforce includes free email warm-up, auto-spin tags, Primebox to manage all of your replies in one place, and a lot of sequence settings that can increase your deliverability. Oh, and it has email validation built in. The only thing I would change about Salesforce is I would add dark mode. Whenever I open up Salesforce to check how my emails are doing, which is usually at night, I get blasted with a beam of light. Salesforce has a 7-day free trial, and the smallest plan starts at $40 a month. If you want to scale, you can pay double and get 10 times the value. Let me know what other tools I should cover next, and turn on the bell notification and check out Salesforce channel for more videos. Bye!